As a true Stoic, you must have big stress tolerance and unfazed mindset. Here are 10 things you should eliminate from your life immediately. 1. Excessive material possessions. In the Stoic view, the pursuit of a simple, uncluttered life is not just a matter of physical space, but a philosophy that nurtures inner peace and clarity of thought. The accumulation of material possessions beyond what is necessary often leads to an insatiable desire for more, a trap that distracts from the true essence of life. Stoicism teaches that happiness and fulfillment stem from within, from the virtues we cultivate and the wisdom we acquire, not from the transient satisfaction of material goods. Excessive possessions can create a false sense of security and attachment, fostering a mindset where one's value and happiness are inextricably linked to physical objects. To live as a Stoic means to simplify one's life, focusing on essentials and removing the superfluous. It's about understanding the difference between needs and wants, and finding contentment in the simplicity. This approach to life frees the mind from the constant pursuit of material possessions, allowing one to focus on personal growth, self-improvement, and the pursuit of wisdom. 2. Negative self-talk. For Stoics, mastering the mind is a crucial aspect of personal development. Negative self-talk, the inner critic that undermines confidence and fosters self-doubt, is a significant barrier to this mastery. Such internal dialogues often stem from irrational and unfounded beliefs and can severely impact one's emotional well-being and decision-making abilities. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate a resilient and realistic mindset, where negative thoughts are recognized, challenged, and replaced with more constructive and rational ones. This mental discipline involves practicing mindfulness and self-awareness, enabling one to identify harmful patterns of thought and consciously shift towards a more positive and balanced inner dialogue. It's not about unfounded optimism, but rather about seeing things as they are, free from negative distortions, and acting with wisdom and courage. This shift in thinking aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on what is within our control, our thoughts and reactions, and letting go of what we cannot control. 3. Unnecessary stressors. In Stoicism, understanding and accepting what is within our control and what is not is key to a tranquil life. Many of the stressors we face are rooted in concerns about external events or outcomes that we cannot influence. By fixating on these issues, we generate unnecessary stress, which detracts from our focus on more meaningful pursuits. Stoicism encourages us to practice discernment in identifying these unnecessary stressors and learning to let them go. This involves developing an attitude of acceptance towards things we cannot change and focusing our energy on our actions, responses, and attitudes, which are within our sphere of influence. The Stoic practice of reflecting on and accepting life's unpredictability helps in cultivating inner peace and resilience, enabling us to face life's challenges with a calm and balanced approach. Subscribe and join our Stoic community now. 4. Toxic relationships. In the philosophy of Stoicism, the importance of cultivating healthy, supportive relationships is paramount. Toxic relationships, defined by consistent negativity, disrespect, and emotional drain, are in direct conflict with Stoic principles. These relationships undermine personal growth, peace of mind, and the pursuit of virtue. They are characterized by patterns of manipulation, lack of empathy, and an imbalance in giving and receiving. Stoics believe in the power of relationships to enhance one's life, offering opportunities for learning, growth, and the sharing of wisdom. However, when relationships become sources of continuous distress, they hinder one's ability to live according to Stoic virtues, like wisdom, courage, and self-control. In distancing oneself from toxic relationships, a Stoic isn't advocating for cutting ties rashly or without consideration. Instead, it involves a thoughtful assessment of the relationship's impact on one's well-being and growth. It's about setting healthy boundaries, engaging in open and honest communication, and prioritizing relationships that are nurturing and aligned with one's values. This process also involves self-reflection, as one must also consider how their own actions and choices contribute to the dynamics of their relationships. The goal is to foster connections that are mutually enriching, based on respect, understanding, and a shared commitment to personal and moral development. 5. Excessive emotionality. Stoicism, often misconstrued as advocating for the suppression of all emotions, actually encourages the moderation and rational management of emotions. Excessive emotionality, particularly when it leads to impulsive and irrational behavior, is seen as a barrier to wisdom and rational living. Stoic philosophy teaches the importance of understanding emotions, their origins, and their impact on behavior. It encourages the development of an inner strength and stability that allows one to experience emotions without being overwhelmed by them. This aspect of Stoicism involves practicing mindfulness, self-reflection, and emotional intelligence. By understanding the triggers of excessive emotional responses, one can begin to control them, channeling them in a manner that is constructive rather than destructive. It's about finding a middle path where emotions are neither suppressed nor allowed to dominate, but are experienced in a way that is aligned with reason and virtue. This emotional balance is crucial for making reasoned decisions and maintaining inner peace, regardless of external circumstances. 6. Unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations can lead to a perpetual state of dissatisfaction and frustration. Stoicism teaches the value of setting achievable goals and maintaining a balanced perspective on life's outcomes. These expectations, when unrealistic, set the stage for disappointment, as they are often based on factors beyond one's control. Stoics advocate for a focus on personal virtues and actions rather than on the outcomes, which are not always in our hands. This is not a call for complacency, but a shift towards finding value and contentment in one's efforts and moral integrity. The practice of setting realistic expectations involves a deep understanding of one's abilities, the nature of the world, and the recognition of the limits of control. It requires a balance between ambition and acceptance, striving for the best while being prepared for the unexpected. This approach reduces the potential for disappointment and fosters a sense of inner peace and contentment as one learns to value the journey as much as, if not more than, the destination. 7. Overindulgence. Overindulgence, in the Stoic view, is a deviation from the path of moderation and self-discipline, two key virtues in Stoicism. It represents a loss of control over one's desires and impulses, leading to an imbalance in life. Overindulgence can manifest in various forms: excessive eating, drinking, indulgence in pleasures, or even overconsumption of media and technology. Such behaviors not only have negative consequences for one's physical and mental health, but also hinder the development of virtues like self-control, temperance, and wisdom. Combating overindulgence requires a conscious effort to practice moderation in all aspects of life. It involves cultivating awareness of one's impulses and desires and making deliberate choices that align with Stoic principles. This means finding satisfaction in simplicity, appreciating the value of restraint, and understanding that true happiness and fulfillment come from within rather than from external sources of pleasure. The Stoic pursuit of a balanced life is about harmonizing the physical, mental, and spiritual aspects of one's being, leading to a life of virtue and contentment. 8. Time-wasting activities. In Stoicism, time is considered a non-renewable resource, more valuable than any material possession. Therefore, wasting time on activities that do not contribute to one's growth or are misaligned with one's values is seen as a grave misstep. Time-wasting activities often include mindless entertainment, procrastination, or any form of idle distraction that does not serve a purpose in one's personal development or the well-being of others. Stoics believe in living intentionally, with each action and choice being made with purpose and reflection. To align with this principle, one must be mindful of how time is spent and make conscious decisions to engage in activities that are enriching and meaningful. This might involve setting goals, prioritizing tasks, and being disciplined in one's daily routine. The Stoic practice of reflecting on one's mortality, a concept known as memento mori, serves as a reminder of the finite nature of time and the importance of using it wisely. By focusing on activities that contribute to personal growth, moral development, and the betterment of society, one lives a life that is not only fulfilling, but also in harmony with Stoic virtues. 9. Neglect of personal health. Neglecting personal health, whether physical, mental, or emotional, is contrary to the Stoic pursuit of a harmonious and virtuous life. Stoicism acknowledges the interdependence of the mind and body, advocating for their care as a foundation for virtue and rational living. Neglecting one's health can have far-reaching consequences, impairing one's ability to practice Stoic virtues such as discipline, wisdom, and courage. Physical health is not merely about the absence of illness, but about maintaining a state of overall well-being that allows one to engage fully in life's activities. This aspect of Stoicism involves regular physical exercise, a balanced diet, adequate rest, and mindfulness practices. It also encompasses taking care of one's mental health through practices like meditation, journaling, and engaging in meaningful social interactions. By prioritizing health, one ensures that they are in the best possible state to face life's challenges, embody Stoic virtues, and contribute positively to the world around them. 10. Pessimism about the future. Pessimism about the future, a mindset focused on negative outcomes and uncertainties, is in direct conflict with Stoic teachings. Stoicism advocates for a balanced view of the future, one that involves preparation and acceptance, rather than worry and pessimism. Excessive concern for future events, especially those beyond our control, leads to unnecessary anxiety and distracts from living in the present moment. Stoics encourage focusing on the present, making the best use of the current moment while being realistically prepared for future challenges. This approach involves developing a mindset of resilience and flexibility, understanding that life is unpredictable and often beyond our control. It's about accepting the impermanence of life and finding peace in the present, rather than being consumed by uncertainty about the future. By adopting this perspective, one can face the future with a sense of calm and confidence, ready to handle whatever comes with wisdom and equanimity. This not only reduces anxiety and fear, but also fosters a proactive attitude towards life, where challenges are seen as opportunities for growth and learning. My brothers, let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? Subscribe and I will see you in the next video. Stay unfazed.